I'm lost in darkness, searching for light. Every step forward feels like a fight. Shadows of doubt creep in my mind, but I refuse to surrender. I must find a way to rise above the pain, to overcome, to break the chains. My existence is a test of will. I won't be broken, I'll stand still. The weight of the world crushes me down. Fear and uncertainty all around. But I deep find inner strength that face the trials length by length. A way to rise above the pain, to overcome, to break the chains. My existence is a test of will. I won't be broken, I'll stand still. Through every storm, I'll find my way. Through every night, a brighter day. I'll rise from ashes like a phoenix born. My spirit unbroken, my heart reborn. Day to day, nothing changes. All I want is a moment to think clearly, but thoughts come unrelenting, consuming every waking moment. My mind binds me and I can't escape. I shout for help, but no one hears me. One day I fear I'll just disappear. Lost in this chaos, I'm searching for peace.
Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to the Dirt Sheet Radio Raw post-show rewind for November the 18th, 2024. I am Tyler, the Pro Wrestling Hipster. This is Molly Holly, the long-haired Chihuahua, here with me.
How's it going, everyone? It is your boy Caesar hanging out with these two, of course. If you have not done so, hey, I got it right. You guys to show some love over to Monday Night's Molly.
Guys, it's Monday night. We are here to talk about Raw. And holy crap,
It's official.
we've been at this for one full year. This is anniversary week for the
Oh my God.
Rewind. So, guys, thank you for sticking with us for this long so far, and we're always having a good time doing it. Yeah. Wow, time flies when you're talking wrestling, and that
Good old pro wrestling.
that's what we're here to do tonight, guys. Now, got it right, Molly? Yeah. Now, before we can get into tonight's proceedings, we do have to give that ever-important shout-out to our partner on the web, comicbookclick.com.
Yes.
That's comicbookclick.com/Dirt Sheet Radio for all of your pop culture, comic book, professional wrestling, entertainment needs, all conveniently located in one place. Check it out. Make it your homepage. Look at it multiple times a day, just like we do.
Even
Not
while
because
you're
we're
at
legally obligated, but because we love it, especially while you're at work.
Yeah, screw work.
Great thing to do while you're at work. But then, while you're there, be sure to take advantage of our sponsor, NordVPN, where if you sign up for one full year, you will get 72% off that first month. Guys, the savings are astronomical, and go check it out. But not right now. Do it after the show. We're here to talk
Unless you're
about
talented,
Raw.
you can multitask, then sure, go
That's
for
true.
it.
That's true. That is true. But I'm not that talented with the multitasking, so I wouldn't be able to do that. You can?
Like always, I can. As always. Tony, welcome. Always good to see you.
Oh, no, Mac!
It's Mac Taven.
Oh,
in the
Mac,
flesh.
Mac, you've got the COVID going on right now, brother. Well, get well soon, Mac.
You just gotta say the wrong advice, Mac. Just walk it off.
No, you don't walk off COVID. And unfortunately, that is, speaking for someone who has had it a couple times, that's not something that laughter is, in fact, the best medicine for.
There is. I had a coworker. Well, was a coworker. She told me she got it, and it basically felt like she got hit by like a bag of bricks. Is the appropriate or the polite way of explaining it? She told me that she was like bedridden and among like all the other symptoms she had. So I've never had it, so I don't know. Or at least I don't think I had it.
It's not fun. It's not a
I can
fun time.
imagine.
I can't.
Exactly.
I do not recommend it. 0 out of 10.
Because I could choose if I get it.
Hey,
Do I want this? Yeah, sure. Like,
oh
goodness
gracious, guys! But yeah, guys, it's again. I'm sorry you're gonna hear me say this a few times this week, but thank you. I know. Right?
We all are too.
Molly is present.
We're
for
just
you,
all
buddy.
looking at Molly the whole episode.
But Caesar, a year.
I know, like
technically, November 20th was the first Raw rewind that we did.
To some of us, this is our 1 year anniversary. To some of us, this is the longest relationship we've ever had. Kind of a big deal.
Okay. Right. All right. I feel like, guys, Caesar got a little personal with you guys. Now here live. But God, I love it, and I say it all the time. I am privileged to get to do this, and very happy that we get to do this every single week. Molly, where are you going?
I will say, it feels like yesterday that it was like, okay, we're starting this up. This is the day, and this is where it's gonna start. Now it's like, hey, guess what? It's a year. And you're like, what the hell just happened?
Here we are.
Obviously, I'm not complaining. I'm just like, whoa.
A lot's happened. What's happened in a year of professional wrestling, and guys, and it's crazy. Again, it's just wild that we've been doing this long. And our first episode it'll be a year ago on the 20th, and we're going to take a special look at that right now. I'm kidding. We're not going to. We're absolutely not going to look back at that.
We'll have the resources.
And I would actually recommend that you not either.
Until after.
We were a lot less energized on those early shows. We didn't know each other.
No, we knew a little bit, but we never knew the rhythm. We only had our fearless leader behind the camera, John Escudero, give us an idea. And now he's like, guys, just shut up and talk about the episode.
Just talk about wrestling. Why is Tyler air drumming again? All right, but let's do that. We should talk about Raw, guys. It was I'm sorry that we're dragging it into it. This was not the most exciting episode of Raw they have put.
You know what was exciting though?
What?
That's our 1 year anniversary. That's some shit right there.
It was a taped show tonight, guys, which I get it. Papa H, he's doing some pre-recorded shows around the holidays to make sure that everyone has time off with their families.
I
get it.
I don't know this. Okay, this one I know for sure is true, and I think it's the SmackDown one is true. And then I read some places on the interwebs that apparently say there's like 2 more episodes that are going to be pre-taped. So kudos to Hunter for doing that kind of thing, given the holidays.
Yeah, I get it. But man, this was not an exciting episode of Raw. A lot of vignettes, a lot of video packages. But hey, let's get into it. Let's talk about the main event tonight. We had Seth freaking Rollins.
No, it's freaking
Rollins.
I'm pretty sure it's frickin'.
On big Bronson Reed.
Actually, I know this is gonna sound stupid. If you actually watched when he went down the ramp, it said Bronson Reed, not Big Bronson on the title.
No big. They took the big off.
Maybe it's inappropriate to say big on the stream. I don't know.
Why is it inappropriate?
I don't know. I'm just saying, someone would do that. They're like, that's really rude. That's what they would do. For no reason other than to complain.
But this was the longest match of the night. We went about 18 minutes before Big Bronson Reed gets the win over Seth freaking Rollins with some distraction aid from his friends.
I'm so glad they're featuring The Weeknd in WWE. I'm so happy. Oh, if you look at Mr. John Escudero's page, when you see your girl naked.
Every time. That's the same reaction every time.
I mean, sometimes it's good to throw in a big smile too. It's both.
It is nice, but not a creepy smile though. You don't want to leer. You don't want to look weird, So
I mean, maybe she wants to look at her weird.
Solid match. This wasn't the best match that the two of them have put on, and they've had some pretty good interactions as of late. But you got to have a main event. You got to run it back to something, and I get it. It was solid.
I hated tonight's Tsunami. Like, he's had a few that are real botchy kind of ones. I know that's a word we shouldn't use, but when I say that, I mean, like, it looked like he got to the top rope, and instead of pushing off the turnbuckle, he just leaped over. And I'm like, man, you can do better. Come on. You're the biggest, I guess.
You gonna tell him that? You gonna tell him? You gonna tell Big Bronson Reed that?
Yeah.
Oh no, sir, don't do that.
I don't want to get blocked. I want to get blocked like I did with Carrion. Carrion, if you're watching this, can you unblock me finally?
You need to go through Scarlet. That's who you need to go through.
She'll block me too for no reason.
I should probably have a reason.
No, she'll just be like, he's an asshole. He's on Dirt Sheet Radio that I watch every week. I mean, what?
Confirmed. Scarlet.
Scarlet confirmed to DSR. Let's go.
Big fan.
Big fan.
They really use this more to further the angle for War Games with the Bloodline.
You didn't say it right.
War Games.
Yeah, War Games. Mac is the Bronson Reed cast.
Jeez Louise, you look like Slimer. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
I love Ghostbusters.
It was used in large part to just kind of further that angle going forward. But Caesar, what do you think of the match itself? What they're doing here? A lot of interaction with SmackDown and Raw right now.
You can tell this was kind of setting up to forward a lot of the Survivor Series storyline, because I've got a feeling that if they do rematches, that there's always a purpose to them. That being, as we saw, part of SmackDown's crew came through, and then the Raw crew came through. So it did what it did.
Sometimes I think the purpose of a rematch is just to fill a TV main event, because they've got to do 52 of them a year.
No, but like in this like evening, for example, they had stuff go down on SmackDown involving two teams. So this time on Raw,
out of order though, right?
Yes.
Because everything that happened tonight was recorded last week, but then they had a live SmackDown in between that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know. Game they're playing. Dangerous game.
We'll have to wait till Friday to see what happens next. Also, they didn't confirm the fifth member, did they?
No, we were really under the impression that they did, based on some of the reports that were coming early out of last week's tape.
Yeah, I unfortunately saw a spoiler earlier in the week, but I kept my mouth shut. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious who the fifth one's going to be.
How could you read a spoiler?
It popped up on the feed, okay? I didn't look for it.
What feed?
The
Your
Twitter
spoiler feed?
The Twitter feed.
Well, that's what you get for going on Twitter.
Hey, man. You want to kill an hour at work? It's either Twitter or comicbookclick.com, okay?
Well, it should be comicbookclick.com, and I'm just glad you didn't say it was TikTok.
No, I wasn't going to say TikTok. That take like 15 minutes.
See, is there anything else on the main event, man?
I'm just curious to see what's going to happen next week when they have a live episode, because more shit can go down without spoilers. So, yeah, right. Back to the top, shall we?
So we were. Yeah, it's wild. Like, it's brave of them to do that. It really is. It really is brave of them to do like everything out of order like that. But
hey, we didn't suit up because you spent the budget on not being here. Yeah. I don't know. I quit. This is bullshit.
CJ, I've been buying a bunch of Pokemon cards. I don't own a suit anymore.
And I have to get car insurance, so I can't afford a suit.
You have to have car insurance in Canada?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not for my polar bear. I told you, we'll send you the package. Information.
But Raw tonight, as it was last week, because it was taped last week, was in Grand Rapids, Michigan, at the Van Andel Arena. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that completely correctly, but here we are.
Watch them say it's like Vanandale or something like that.
Vandalay Industries.
No, Vanandale. Like some like weird like mishmash of words. It's whatever the word is. It's fancy.
It's avant-garde.
Yeah, there we go. It's avant-garde. But anyways, it was live or pre-taped or whatever. We're sending CJ to Human Resources. He's not here tonight.
CJ's the worst.
He's on suspension because he didn't show up tonight.
Oh God. All right, so the show opened with Wade Barrett and Joey Tess kind of running down what's happening on the show tonight, and then that cut to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez making their way to the ring.
I'm trying to figure out why Raquel needs to wear heels.
She wants to look even taller, more intimidating. She is a heel, sir.
Okay, fine, but like, homegirl's like 6 foot already. I don't get it.
Liv welcomed everyone to Monday Night Morgan, which Caesar said he didn't like.
I didn't say I didn't like. I said it sounds weird to me. I like it like Monday Night Liv better.
You prefer Monday Night Liv?
Yeah, I prefer Monday Night Liv.
If it was Saturday night, that would make sense. Saturday Night Liv.
That'd be Saturday Night Morgan.
I'm gonna hit you with a hockey stick.
Oh, you don't get those until you've leveled up.
Oh man, what level Canadian do I have to be before I get a hockey stick?
CJ and I have to look at the welcome package, and then we'll tell you the information. Remember, 8 to 15 business days.
Canadian business days.
That's like 2 months, probably.
Jesus Christ.
We're also having a strike right now, so that'll be like 6 months.
Good Lord.
If you're lucky. Anyways, back to the episode. Liv Morgan and Raquel were in the ring.
All right, so they're in the ring. And again, we are in a very cross-promotional time of year for WWE. So they're not out there too long before Nia Jax and
Zero
Tiffany
Pop
Stratton. And this crowd was probably pretty tired. I felt bad. Like, they were quiet as hell.
I've seen them even with a good crowd, and the crowd's like, cool. Like, come on, Tiffy time was there. You should have went
Candice
off.
LeRae.
What is she doing there? She just seems
She's
so
evil now, Caesar. She's evil. Look at her boots.
What are those called? The squirt bottles? Just
like, don't do that.
She just didn't seem like a threat.
That's gonna make Johnny Gargano very mad if you do that.
What's he gonna do? Run at me and kick me in the head? Let's go.
Yes, he will. Scared. That's exactly what he would do.
I'll just get Tommaso Ciampa on him. Simple as that. But anyways, back to the episode.
Oh Lord.
We had the 5 of them in the ring.
5 of them in the ring. This very quickly devolved with the faces coming out to confront them. As before a brawl could really happen, this was the exciting part of this segment. The return of Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Wearing, the face mask.
The Cody mask.
Got a busted, the Cody mask.
I will say, right? That's all. In the unsafe NXT parking lot of all places. Remember that. Just to clarify what happened.
Yep, just kayfabe. That's where that injury happened, was in the NXT parking lot, which is a terribly unsafe place.
I will give, this sounds kind of weird, but I will give Nia props tonight for one thing she said that I thought was actually really funny, but also kind of a bitchy attitude. When she looked at Raquel and Liv, she's like, I don't like you. I don't hate you. Or something like that. Or she's like, I don't like you, but I don't think I dislike you. And I'm like, let's see what she says. And then she's like, looks at the camera and she's like, but I've been thinking about you, Bianca and Jade. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, okay. That was like the one promo I actually could tolerate when she talks. So kudos to her for that actual, do I say, good heel promo?
It took a year, but Caesar finally just
no, it's taking way longer than that. Holy shit. But anyways, back to this shenanigans.
Rhea Ripley shows. Rhea Ripley comes down, shouts War Games.
War Games!
And then headbutts War Games.
So, hear me out. If I go to work tomorrow and yell War Games and headbutt my boss, will I get fired or prosecuted?
Yes, you will get fired.
And prosecuted or not?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I told you, our rules up here are different. Okay.
For assault are.
Canadian rules are different up here. I just gotta apologize.
Oh man, Mac. What is Johnny Gargano gonna do? He's all of Alex Shelley's.
Why is Mac throwing the haymakers at everything in sight?
Oh man, happy anniversary! Mac's gonna beat the crap out of you tonight.
Next episode, we only have Tyler on the show because Mac shit kicked everyone off the show.
Good Lord.
Don't worry, healthcare's covered up here. You're good. You get a boo boo? The hospital's like a few streets away from my house. You're good. You think I'm joking? It is actually a few blocks from my house.
I believe you. But
Oh, good.
from the schmoz in the ring, we threw to a quick video package breaking down the last couple of weeks of development with the Bloodline story, stuff that's going on in Raw, SmackDown, because there's a lot going on with that. But from there, we had a quick little shot of Braun Breaker warming up backstage. By the way, I would like to formally cite my complaint to WWE as because of Braun Breaker. Every time I'm writing the word break now or breaking, I start to write 2 Ks. Yeah, and it's bad.
Do you write 2 Ks or like 2 and then a K? Or do you put KK?
KK.
I thought you say KK.
like the little cartoon dog from Animal Crossing. KK Slider.
Also, getting a KK Downing from Judas Priest.
Oh, well.
No, a slider is right. It's a burger.
Oh, my God. You know what Caesar is? It's a salad. Do you want to play this game?
I'm ready. Let's go. I got Merriam-Webster on my other screen. I'm so ready.
You've got Merriam-Webster on your other screen?
Dude, I'm hardcore.
I know you are. We're going to talk about our next match on the card here. The LWO, Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega taking on American-made Chad Gable and Ivy Nile. Mysterio and Vega pick up the win here in just around 10 minutes. After the match, Chad Gable slapping the crap out of the Creed brothers until they get all revved up and go all head buddy, go lock horns on each other here. I don't know how to describe it.
Ivy's just standing there like, guys.
This is America. This is America.
America.
Presence is violence.
Caesar,
what do you think of the match itself, the outcome? I liked the little angle after, but how are you feeling about this one?
I mean, I don't know if they're aware of this, so we got to clear the air for a second. They are aware there's 2 other members of LWO doing nothing, right?
Oh, they know.
Okay, just making sure. They've got Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, and Zelina Vega, and then 2 other guys. Why am I saying that? Because nobody sees them at. When was the last time we saw them wrestle? The other 2, like a generation ago. I don't know. Just check out comicbookclick.com for the information on that one.
It's there.
Gotti.
There.
Anyways.
Oh God.
I had to be that guy. It feels like 2 seconds. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just not like I'm not against like I don't know which episode you guys were talking about it, but like I feel like Chad isn't destined to do this kind of stuff. Like he shouldn't be just like in matches that are just kind of like, okay, here's these guys and here's these guys. Chad can help them out. Like he should be like in the IC picture or the US title picture or tag picture or something. Like
I get what they're doing with it, but like no, like this is I think not using him to the best of his talents.
The best way I could explain it is like getting a promotion at a job to be a manager and then having like the young kids who just started there bossing you around. It's like that. I know that's a weird example, but like, yeah, like I said, Chad could easily get back into the IC picture and be in there. That's the best way I could explain it. Or the Creeds could actually be a tag team and go into the tag belts.
Right? I could at least have them making some moves in the division, but
no, we just got 2 guys. We got 5 Feet of Fury and Lord Farquaad running with the tag belts they never defend. 160 days, 1 defense, guys. Put the belt on Mac. Mac would be a bigger threat by himself.
Caesar's very angry about this.
I'm just speaking facts here.
Hey, speaking of the Judgment Day, though. So, Judgment Day segment. Finn Balor.
They don't have a wall. They don't have a roof. They're under the bleachers. How cheap is the clubhouse now?
Oh, okay. They're on speed. There we go.
Like the drug or
no, the show. The show.
Oh.
The
Let's show.
But Liv is all stressed out. Liv needs some of the stress of running the Judgment Day taken off. So Finn is going to take the wheel tonight. Finn Balor take the wheel.
Finn Balor.
And
XX Balor.
And he immediately puts Carlito and Dominic Mysterio out there. But so this sets up for them taking on the War Raiders here in just a little bit. We didn't have a ton of Judgment Day segments tonight. I feel like they've really started to dial back the number of Judgment Day segments.
You know what would be the best thing to do? Just one.
Just one?
Well, like, and not in the cheap clubhouse. Like, damn, did R-Truth take all the money?
Yes. All the t-shirt sales.
Dude, just get Raquel selling t-shirts. Those will sell like hotcakes. Shit.
They should sell hotcakes.
No, that's New Day.
Oh, you're right. Gimmick infringement. Don't want to upset anybody.
Don't want to piss off Xavier.
Oh, God, no. After that, we had a Wyatt 6 video package.
That was so good.
This was one of the. Well, there was a ton of video packages tonight. This one was.
Oh, they all sucked. I'm sorry.
They didn't all.
Okay,
suck.
some of them did. Honestly,
really good.
This is gonna sound a little bit crazy, but when you first saw it, I know I did, but did you get a weird feeling that it was actually a pre-recorded Bray video? Because it looked
a lot like Bray.
It looked like it wasn't even
like Bray tonight.
No, it looked like you would have thought it was Bray's videotaping it, which is crazy.
For a moment, I did. But yeah, it was really, really well done. The Miz seems just out of his mind in this, talking about how this is gonna be the catalyst to make the Marine 7, directed by Scorsese, or perhaps Tarantino's last film.
Yeah, Miz, you can't film things if you're dead. What?
Oh my God!
Can we get Tony a reality check?
Oh Lord Almighty!
Oh my God! I what? Go to the next segment.
We got next segment? Next segment? Okay. All right, next segment. Backstage, Ludwig Kaiser was talking to Gunther, and he asked him why he retreated after Pre-Stadium last week. And Gunther's all mad, bravado, you don't speak for me. He yelled at him in German quite a bit.
Do we have a translation what he said by chance, or
no?
Okay.
Like it's embarrassing what the closed captioning says during things like this here.
Oh, those are the best because it's so bad.
Oh no! Here usually it will just say speaking foreign language,
or it'll say the language name, right?
No, usually it won't. Not here anyway. It just says like foreign language. It'll say ethnic language. Got that one a couple times. Yeah.
There's a difference, right?
Sure. Why not? According to whomever is doing the closed captioning here in the United States. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
it. But they have a discussion. They part ways, and Gunther sees Damian Priest. It looks like he's like signing like sheets of autographs or something. And he walks up behind him and locks a sleeper on Damian Priest. Damian Priest very quickly gets the upper hand and lays him out with a pipe.
I know. No, he kicked him in the junk, didn't he?
I kicked him in the junk? I thought there was a pipe.
Gunther had the pipe.
Oh, Gunther. I just heard the pipe. Okay, sorry, guys. Things get confusing. Regardless, Gunther can't. You know what the problem is? It's the loafers.
Are you dissing or are you digging?
No, I'm dissing.
Because you can't wear them?
Why isn't he wearing socks?
That's
Do
it.
you not
Thank you.
wear socks? Like, that's disgusting, bro.
That's why he's going down. He's not getting the traction. His feet are all smelly.
But honestly, I don't wear suits very much. I usually wear sneakers. Do you not wear socks with loafers?
No, there are dress socks. The only time I wore dress shoes a lot, I used to do murder mystery shows where I had to be like a mob boss or a detective or whatever. And there are dress socks. They're thin, they're smooth, they're actually quite comfortable.
Sponsored by?
I just wonder, like, I don't want to be insensitive to like German culture, but like all feet sweat. Like all feet are gonna sweat. Like, it doesn't matter what your culture is. I just think socks without shoes is disgusting. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, but like, you think that like the culture that brought us Lederhosen.
Later.
See you later, Hosen.
I quit.
Don't quit. It's only been a year. But yeah, poor Gunther.
It's over.
Poor Gunther just can't catch a break.
Gunther's gonna come back and just curb stomp the Shiza out of Damian Priest. This is what's gonna happen in like
Actually,
a month or
curb
two.
stomp him.
Yeah, come out to Stone Cold music, like the glass shatter, but like a complete techno redo. There you go.
Oh, God.
That's all it's gonna be. I like max volume too.
Oh, Lord.
Do we accept that? Hell no. We want good stuff, not wild, messed up crap you see on YouTube.
Championship on the line.
Sheamus
getting
with
a shot
his shitty
run breaker
theme song.
Yeah, I miss it's a shameful thing, Lobster Head.
It's a shameful thing. What? Oh, toe prisons. Can you imagine Damian Priest rips off Gunther's one shoe and just yeets it?
Hey, Crime Time used to take people's oh, Lord. Good times.
Oh,
Good
thank
times.
Mac with having that on the ready. Thank you.
Run breaker. Sheamus. IC Championship on the line.
And apparently Braun's neck, that jump he took. Holy shit.
This match was great. This match was going really well. And right around the 14-minute mark, Ludwig Kaiser ruins it for everybody.
He's dating Tiffy time and he wants to be in the IC picture. Ludwig, you gotta pick one or the other.
Crouched like an Austrian Batman.
Is it bad that I almost said octopus?
No, I can see that. There's definitely some octopacity to him right there for sure.
This is what happens. You think I get a hold of you to check out your car insurance? They come and they annihilate you and go, "Is your car insurance intact?"
That's my kid waking me up in the middle of the night to tell me that they're thirsty.
No, can you get me a drink?
Yep. You're already up. You know where the water is?
Where?
Place it always is. No joke. The 8-year-old actually walked out here during the show a couple weeks ago. It actually happened.
That's creepy.
She legit walked into the kitchen, looked. It was a whole thing. Yeah, it was wild. Unrelated. But
I've always heard people say that when people are sleepwalking, you shouldn't do certain things.
You're not supposed to wake him up, I guess.
That's one of them I heard. Yeah, I don't know the truth. I just heard these things.
Our truth?
No. Was he here tonight?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
No, he was not.
Well, that's why that was shitty.
The match was going great. I look, it's fine every once in a while doing a no contest finish, but Raw has been doing this a lot lately.
Yeah, it's becoming a trope. It's kind of annoying.
They're doing it too often. It's starting to almost where I'm expecting it again. It's just like, come on, guys, like don't book the match if you don't have like the wherewithal to actually have a finish.
If you actually can't finish it.
Yep.
Like
I'd rather than figure out some way to go to like a double DQ or something like that than have
someone gets inserted into the match. Even if they're not going to win, at least something. Like,
yeah, but
it's getting a little ridiculous. I do agree with you. Though. Hell, make it. Would that be a bad idea to do a 3-way for the belt next week?
I mean,
or wait till like Survivor Series even.
They're probably heading that direction, I imagine.
But I mean, like, would that be better at Survivor Series? Give them like a 30-minute match, or not 30? Sorry, like a 20.
Yeah, that feels like it should be a PLE. That's a Survivor Series match.
That would be an opener, or like the first hour or two.
Yeah,
not the last. Hell no. Because what is it like? Be like 5 matches at Survivor Series? Because
maybe a little more. And you're gonna have 2 war games.
Yeah, the 2 cage matches.
Yeah, Tony, you're right. I always get it mixed up. One of them is Austrian and one of them is German. I do apologize.
Isn't Ludwig German?
Yeah,
Ludwig is
German. And
when did didn't they say that they did a thing in Austria and not Ludwig, Gunther was like, I brought the championship home or something like that. Or he's on home soil for some of the live events.
Yeah.
Something like that. So
You are
who
correct.
cares? They're good heels. That's all that matters. Not like I like Gunther's shoes though.
Yeah, well, we're not a fan of the boat shoes.
I mean, if you can shit someone else's pants, that's kind of a skill.
It is a skill. Yes.
Kind of a scary skill, but it's a skill.
It's a weird mutant power. That's not one that Xavier is going to like really go after you to join his school over. But from there, we were in the backstage area where again, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn were trying to convince Seth Rollins to join up with them. Yeet. Yeet.
You gotta yeet.
But still, he's still saying he won't do it. Not gonna do it. Nope. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
I'm happy they're actually featuring everyone right now in different ways. Like it's not just like there's one storyline. Like there's multiple storylines going on right now. So that's cool of them to do that. I'm just curious to see where they're gonna go with everything. They didn't announce the 5th member. Cough.
Yeah, no yeet indeed. Yeah, we were really expecting that. Again, it's kind of based off how everything was how everything was coming out of last week. But,
no, there's no yeet. A little upset.
Anti-yeet. Just act like.
How is she, by the way?
Yeet. What?
How is anti-yeet doing?
Anti-yeet. Jesus. After the no yeeting there. Well, I guess Carlito and Dom made their entrance. But then between that, we had Cody Rhodes and Pat McAfee at College Game Day at the pre-show.
I loved when Pat McAfee was going off with Cody and doing the barks. That was actually pretty cool.
You love you some Pat McAfee.
Dude, I swear, if you put him and I on an actual episode of Raw together, it'd be the most absurd shit ever.
Yeah, it would.
But somehow we'd actually manage to get into 2 hours. Don't know how.
You'd do it. You would do it.
Oh, don't worry. It'd be bilingual too. So it'd be 2 languages. Or sorry, 3. English, French, and dude.
And he went to university in my home state of West Virginia, so he could probably do some hillbilly Appalachian in there too. So
4?
I'm counting that as 4.
I guess 5 would be wrestling, like we should be talking about.
There you go, right? A vignette for Dakota Kai, Aaron, which was very well produced and very well done. Mm-hmm. And it's like you said last week, Caesar, hopefully she can, stay healthy this time around.
Yeah, I'm 100%. If she can stay healthy and do her thing, put her back in the picture properly. Not just a one-off BS thing. Ugh. Kaiser.
Okay. Kaiser. Thank you.
You know Kaiser's an actual bread?
Yeah, it's a Kaiser roll. Yeah, it's a type of roll.
It's pretty good actually. You haul them out and put chili in them.
So there's a tag team match.
Sponsored by Tim Hortons.
It is not. Well, Carlito and Dirty Dom Mysterio taking on the War Raiders in tag.
Say that again louder, because I know you want to.
The War Raiders!
Dude, their aura, their energy, their vibe. I wouldn't say great. It's awesome.
It's like a whole new team.
They
are so amped and so revitalized, so rejuvenated with this.
It doesn't even feel the same team right now. It just feels like 2 dudes are all right, let's go break some people. How long do we got? 10 minutes? All right, let's go. And they just go out there and do it. So.
And they look dominant as hell.
I'm enjoying the shit out of this. I want them to become next tag champs. Actual tag champs.
Yes, an actual tag team of tag champs. They were attacked by those dastardly evil Judgment Day folks after the match. But War Raiders do pick up the win here. Big win for them. Crowd was into it. They said crowd was very tired throughout this.
They were digging them some War Raiders.
But they were liking the War Raiders.
Which I'm so happy to hear.
Yeah, finally. But yeah, after that we had the other. This was the Bo Dallas looking very similar to Bray segment here. Again, just very well produced. I like seeing Bo's face as opposed to the Uncle Howdy mask. I just feel like, well, he's able to verbally get a lot across with the Uncle Howdy mask on. Just Bo is very expressive, and he shows a lot here. And I think that it was really good to have him outside of that mask for this segment.
I think the time that they used it best, the two, was that video of himself interviewing himself, essentially.
Yeah.
And, like, he had the mask on one side and an altered voice. I'm sorry, but if you didn't think that was a great segment, you're an idiot. That's all I gotta say. That was such a good segment.
Just violent, Caesar.
Well, it's true. Like, it was like that when they had like the Bo interviewing himself. Oh,
that was like among the best segments that they've done.
Not a dry eye in the room that day.
No. That was just so well produced. But from there, we let's see. Oh wow, we had a little backstage segment here. This was Tozawa, Otis, and Maxine cross paths with Kofi. Talking about how and she was talking about being excited for the 10th anniversary, and this led into Xavier Woods being an abject dick once again. It looks like next week we will have Otis and Tozawa taking on the New Day.
I don't know. I feel bad for Otis, but I also feel bad for whatever they're cooking up with the New Day. Also, wasn't it supposed to be like their 10-year anniversary episode or something like that?
That's coming up.
Okay, good. So it wasn't today.
I'm not. It's really soon though, it's crazy to think that the New Day have been a tag team for nearly a decade.
That's 10 years.
Yeah, we've only been doing this for 1 year,
and that's 365 days.
Right. But that takes us back up to Big Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins, our main event tonight. Guys, we recapped that one quick. Like I said, this was not an event for Raw. It wasn't an event for Raw. It was.
Oh, you forgot to mention one thing, actually.
Oh, what did I miss?
Lyra Valkyria had a promo.
Yes, yeah, they had a cool vignette for Lyra, which was awesome. It's nice to know that they're actually still like thinking about her. And
we're just thinking about her. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
She's in catering. I feel bad.
She'll be
for
back
her.
soon.
No, she needs to come back.
She's a great talent. No. And hopefully, she won't be near Caden Carter and Katana Chance. So.
Whatever they call themselves. They need a tag team name. I feel bad for them.
They like to party.
Like to party.
Yeah. Their tag team name can just be Old Enough to Party.
Wow.
That's like from Superbad. How old are you? Old enough to what? To party.
To party.
But yeah. So that is the show in a nutshell. Woo! That means it's time to talk about tonight's Monday Night Raw jobber of
1 year anniversary jobber.
1 year anniversary jobber of the night. Caesar, who do you have as your jobber here tonight for the 18th of November, 2024?
I'm trying to think here because I can take the joke answer. I can take some serious words. If I'm gonna take a joke answer, The Miz, because he's dead, like straight up. And yes, Mac, we agree with you on that one. The table's unanimous. Also, that's Monday Night Molly, in case you guys don't know that by the time. Secondly, I'm gonna say his name. I'm gonna get a bunch of like O's or like no, why? So hear me out. Let me explain why. So everyone, put your guns down. Mac, put your fist down from the monitor. You want to punch my side. It's for Braun Breaker. For one reason. No, it's a legitimate one. Don't calm down. Tyler, calm down. It's for the spot he took where he basically almost broke his neck. That's why. Like, I feel bad because if he messed that up, he could have ended his whole shenanigans as a champion. That's why. Not because of his actual talent or, him controlling the dogs. That's none of that. It's just because he almost could have broke his neck.
Molly doesn't like to hear bad things being said about Braun Breaker. She is one of the dogs that bark.
And yawns.
Yeah, that was the worst time. Yawn. Oh, God.
All right, who do you got for a thingy-majiggy? That one at the bottom of the screen.
The jobber of the night.
These jobber. Right? I would say the production team for the 150 vignettes.
I really like. Can I say the pacing of the show was tonight's jobber? Like,
well, yeah. If I said Braun Breaker from was breaking his neck, I think you can say that.
From was Braun breaking his neck. Yeah, I really the pacing, guys. Like, I know it's a weird one to put out there. It's a little, outside the box, but this was not a well-paced show. The 2-hour Raws have been a struggle. We were so excited.
John's here.
No, you guys were talking about the production, and that reminded me that I was wondering why there were so many Joe Tessitore ADR lines tonight. They were recorded over, what, did they not do commentary last week on the second taping? Well, that can't be true because there was some normal commentary. You heard him and Way Back going back and forth, but there was a lot of dubbed over Joe Tessitore commentary tonight, and I was like, did he fuck something up last week, or like, what? Why is all his commentary being dubbed over?
Because they really didn't do they did stuff out of order, but it wasn't stuff that was wildly out of order. Bloodline and all that,
it was the whole first promo segment. Joe Tessitore commentary was dubbed over voice commentary. And it made the whole thing feel weird. Like you're watching some chopped up, edited thing. And you are, but it felt like it.
I love, I don't know if you guys just caught it, but what Max said on the side there, 2K commentary team.
It just sounds like 2K.
You could just see that, you just see that. From the top rope, he's got a chair. Like those kind of
What a maneuver.
He did it. He hit the top rope.
I guess Mac has the point. He says maybe because they had to add in more relevant commentary. But god damn, there was a lot of that shit tonight.
They could have done it properly.
But yeah, you guys brought up production, and I thought that was the one big production thing that I noticed.
Yeah, you jumped
it was.
No, I just remember speaking about when Max said, is I remember playing those wrestling games, and they'd be like, he's going for the hit, he's gonna take the pin. He's going for the chair shot.
I always remember on the original PlayStation.
Whoa!
In your house, WWF in your house. If you went to the menu, yeah, you could. You could go through all the sound files, and it was all of Vince McMahon's commentary from the game. And you could just listen to all the rest of the names. And he said Ahmed Johnson's name 5 or 6 different ways. Just be Ahmed Johnson. Good shit. Ahmed Johnson gets the win. Which that's something you didn't hear too often anyway. But yeah, that's the jobber for me. Pacing. Sorry, production team.
Now
let's talk about the megastar.
Megastar.
Megastar. It's the War Raiders. For me, it's the War Raiders.
I was going to say, I'm waiting for you to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
It's the War Raiders. That was, to me, the best match of the night. Not that, Rollins and Reed wasn't good, but, they've been running that back a lot. But I really dug this match. It's nice to see the War Raiders actually get to be themselves and be dominant and beat the shit out of people and have fun doing it, look good doing it. So it's the War Raiders tonight. Yeah, Caesar.
No, I literally was if he doesn't say War Raiders, I'm gonna say it, but you did say it, so we don't have to worry about it. No, what I was gonna say is to appropriately say a throwback, also Molly, and bring up almost WrestleMania. Holy crap! How we were all talking about like the new and improved Damian Priest, and when he gets those like, dare you want to call them organic kind of things, where like he was like when he like knocked down Gunther and Pierce comes by and he's like, "It's okay, boss." And my first thought was, I hope he got to like ad lib that.
Right,
It just seemed very him.
Yeah,
That's the best word I can think of saying.
authentic. Very authentic.
Yeah, authentic. Yeah, authentic, organic, and it's cool when he's just being like nonchalant, like, "Yo, I just smacked the shit out of this guy on the ground." Whatever. Like, it's all good. Like, so yeah, I'd get with Priest. Maybe he took the money for the clubhouse. That's why the clubhouse is gone.
It's true. His gear was so weird. Oh,
Was it
man.
Ahmed Johnson? That was I'm drawing a blank. Wasn't he during the
Early attitude.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of then?
Yeah, it's amazing. He was involved with the Nation Domination. He had a feud with
Nation
Goldust.
domination. I have to.
Oh, yeah. Good times. Good times, guys. Good times. But yeah, so solid choice. He's a solid choice in Damian Priest. Also, I want to say it again. Another megastar of the night is Dirt Sheet Radio Rewinds, guys. It's been a year. You're going to hear us saying this all week long. It's anniversary
You
week.
have to celebrate with us every day this week.
That's right. Well, I mean, Dirt Sheet Radio is on every day of the week. I mean, wrestling never stops. And Dirt Sheet Radio is always on. And I mean, that brings me to this point, guys. It's not just Monday Night Raw
When is it?
that we're here for. We are obviously
When is
here
it?
every single Monday night.
Explain it to me.
Down Raw. We are
And that's
also
Molly.
here every right Monday nights.
Monday
Right, Molly?
Gate.
Monday Night Yeet. We are also here Tuesday nights for NXT. Look at that new graphic. Look
Ooh,
at
that's
great,
sexy. Holy shit.
right. Wednesday nights, well, that's for AEW.
You know what that
Dynamite.
means?
Thursday nights, TNA Impact, and of course Fridays are for SmackDown. And hey, if you're up super duper late on Wednesday nights after AEW,
What should I do? What should I
check
do?
out the Dirt Sheet Radio flagship show. We
is a nice
record it
picture.
late. It'll be up there very early Thursday morning for you if you don't want to be up late. Also, on the weekends, me and CJ are still getting our act together, bringing you the weekend wrestling roundup. We're getting there, guys. Life be lifing. But every Sunday consistently, the
That's a
3NT
crisp
podcast,
picture.
the best looking graphic in all of professional wrestling. Be sure to check them out every single Sunday. Caesar, where can they find you?
Well, as always, guys, I'm hanging out here every Monday with this gentleman to your left, hanging out with CJ as well. And it's called always to the man himself, the man who's in charge of our little shindig, Mr. John Escudero. Guys, please show him some love in the comments down below and on comicbookclick.com. And as always, I'm hanging out on the Wednesday cast with Nick and with Robbie, and as well as John Escudero, hanging out talking about AEW Dynamite. But of course, it's not always about me. It's also about the man over here with Monday Night Molly, Tyler.
I am Tyler, the Pro Wrestling Hipster, and this is little Molly Holly. You can check me out on Facebook at the Pro Wrestling Hipster after you go follow Dirt Sheet Radio on Facebook and all other social media venues and avenues, all of them, guys. And yes, thank you, John, so much for welcoming us a year ago into this wonderful family that we call Dirt Sheet Radio.
Hell yeah!
Guys, we'll be back live again tomorrow night for NXT. We'll see you then, guys. Have a wonderful night. Good night,
Thank you
everybody.
so much. Yeet!